Go on.
Hello and welcome to Confessions from the Backseat. My name's Andrew Dean.
And I'm Carl Royal.
And today we're in Casa de Royal.
We are. We've come back to the studio, haven't we?
Yeah.
This self-enclosed room.
Well, you've only been to my house once.
Just one.
Yeah. Christian
was scared of the dog. If you look back on episodes, he was absolutely petrified of the dog.
Yeah.
But he's quite nice doing it in the office here. I quite like the setup. All the wires are here.
You mean the setup is you don't have to move out your house?
I don't have to drive 3/4 of an hour to get here.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Yeah, at least you're driving out of Manchester if you come to mine. If I come to yours, I'm coming into Manchester.
Do you know what? It's funny you should say that because I'm okay with Manchester. Obviously, I'm a bit of a mank. Love it. All right, mad for it. It's but as you know, but listeners might not. I'm married to a southerner.
Yeah.
And we had to go down south this weekend.
All right, was this leading you into a story? What happened down south, Carl? I thought we were just general chit chat.
You think we're having a chat? Oh no! Don't waste any time now. I've learned time's precious. So you go. Time's precious.
Carl, you're looking very well today in your fabulous. Is it like a red plum sort of colour jumper? Anyway, I was picking plums on Saturday.
You're always messing with your plums. It's a spectator sport. Look at Andy playing with his plums again. So anyway, the weirdest party.
Oh, dear.
So some relatives of ours. It's actually my wife's sister.
Yeah. Is your wife's sister's not going to mind you saying this?
She's got a Spain. She'll never listen to it. They're emigrating.
All right. Oh, so they're going to. Oh, yeah, because they don't have the internet in Spain, or podcasts, or Spotify.
And actually, they do listen. They said they listen to everything we do. But
what are they called?
Do you know what? They'll just be glad.
What's her first name?
Richard.
Her first name is Richard.
Richard and Julie.
Oh, I thought you were going to say
Judy.
You
saw Judy, you did. You thought I was going to do Judy. And
did you see my eyes light up?
No.
Richard and Judy. At parties, does she get one of her ample...
Do you know what? There's only people of a certain age will know what you're talking about. You're talking about Judy Finnegan getting a boob out of the TV awards.
Why, when you said boob, do you have to cup your hand?
Because you did it!
Boob.
You did it as well! You did the cup of the boob.
The cup of the boob?
Oh, yeah. Well, that reminds me, I did a joke that was very, very rude. And I told it to a couple of select people at this party.
Right.
And it is a rude joke. It's a visual joke as well, so I can't really do it on a podcast. And
is it the one where you read from the yellow pages? And in itself, not very funny, but when he does it with his dick out, makes it all the funnier.
No, it's actually a joke about the size of your asshole. You started it. So anyway, I did this joke, thought nothing of it. The next thing, the topic of conversation, it was like I'd given permission to talk dirty. And I could not believe the filth that these southerners talk about.
Oh, don't.
I was doing it as a joke. And it just, the conversation just went on to a different level.
Mm. Oh, I totally feel you. On Saturday morning, little boy and I went for a walk, took the dog, called at the local cafe in the village.
Yeah.
And there's always between sort of 3 and 5 older ladies sat in the corner. We always, morning, how are you? General chit chat. So there were 3 of them on Saturday, and we were chatting away. And they got onto childbirth. And I'm like, all right, yeah, no problem. But then went into detail.
It's no good, is it?
And I'm like, what's going on here? But we weren't sat next to them. We were sat like 3 tables away. So they were telling me, no.
Shouting
They were telling me, they were going, oh, well, I had this issue down there, and I've had this.
Did they point like that?
Oh, God, yeah.
For people watching in black and white,
I pointed to the groin.
Just pointed to his groin area.
To the groin, just in case you didn't know what the means.
I also think it's quite funny when someone like an 85-year-old drops the C-bomb. It's I don't know. I saw
Civil liberties?
I saw a script. I saw it was on TV last night. I think it might have been the night before, and it was someone showing their favourite comedy sketches. And I'd never seen this. And what they did, they got a loads of Women Institute WI people to act out the last scene from Reservoir Dogs. So you've got all the Blue Rinse McGrade
Really?
going, F this, F that, you're an effing C, you're a this. And it was it was hilarious. It was just funny because you've got the Blue Rinse Brigade swearing their head off.
Mind you, they've done stuff and said stuff in the time that's probably worse than we've ever thought of.
Hey, and they've seen more.
Oh, God, yeah.
I think all that innocence in the 50s, no chance.
Oh, God.
They just keep it quiet.
They were up to all sorts.
Yeah, if you can't remember the 50s, you weren't there.
What? Was that either really stupid or really profound? I don't know. What was that?
I don't know, time travel joke, I think.
I might get it second time round then when I come
Time
back.
travel joke, I think.
Yeah.
It's I don't know. Anyway, so you walk in. Hiya, Carl. We've not seen you in years. There's a reason they've not seen me in years because I never go down there, right? Gerald's always. Are you coming down south with me? Working. There's nothing on the diary. Job's just come in. So.
Well, hang on a minute. Hang on. You're never going to be able to use that excuse again now, are you?
He's gone to Spain.
Well, yeah, but Cheryl's going to listen, and every time she's going to ask you something
She
now.
knows.
I
think I'm allergic to the thin air and hard water. It's the water doesn't even make suds. What's it all about? He wrecks your kettle.
You took your kettle down to a family party. How pretentious are you?
Because there's a shit.
I'm coming down on it if you can bring me own kettle.
Here he is, Kettle Boy. I've got a cape. Oh, cape, Kettle Boy's got a big K on the back. KB. K, big red cape with big yellow letters KB for Kettle Boy.
Yeah.
I've just invented a new superhero.
There you go, yeah. Do you wear your undies on the outside?
We don't do hard water.
Whoa, this is where... I didn't think this is going to be where it was going this morning.
So anyway, you walk in, you're not seen you for years. Yeah, no. Not seen you for years. Fucking kissy, get up, leave me alone. Don't want to kiss you, don't they, these southerners? They're all very touchy-feely and friendly.
Is this when you decided to tell them how big your bumhole was?
That was a bit late.
Oh, all right, okay. I just thought with the touchy-feely
This
part.
is going to go full circle. Well, it did. I'll just jump forward, right? Last night, this is a true
time
story.
travelling again.
Yeah, last night, this is true. I was tucking Izzy in bed, and we always have a look at books and stuff like that. So I've been reading a new book.
We don't
Dad.
read it, we just look at them.
Yeah, look at the pictures. You just look at the pictures. She says, Dad, can I read you some of this one? I've got some funny voices to do with it. I said, yeah, it's called Diary of a Wimpy Kid. I'm sure if you've got kids, people have heard it.
Yeah.
And there's been films and stuff like that, hasn't he?
Yeah.
So she says to me, she says, Dad, just look at this one. And there's little cartoon drawings in Diary of a Wimpy Kid. She says, so anyway, Dad, this is what it goes like. There's two people. I said, yeah, do read it to me, because she's quite funny with her little voices and stuff. And she goes, I think my backside's broken. And why do you think that? Because it's got a crack in it. I'm like, I don't know where to look. I don't know. That was me banging my feet because I don't know what to do. It's got a crack in it. And I didn't know where to go. Do you know when they just say something and it's only.
Yeah.
I go, do you know that's a little bit rude? She went, I think they just push it, don't they? She's only 8.
Well,
So I had a fight. I didn't have a fight, I just shouted.
you mean you talked to somebody aggressively?
Yeah.
You made it sound much more macho.
I slightly disagreed with a southerner's opinion. and stormed out of a room.
Did you slam the door?
No, hang on. I flounced out of a room.
Did you?
Yeah. So anyway, got there, kissy.
We've done this bit.
No, we've not. I'm getting through to. So this just made me laugh. So one of the lads I've not seen. I've not seen him for years and years and years. And in fact, last time he couldn't have even grown facial hair, and his head's on upside down. He's got a big beard and a bald head.
Right. Seems to be the way we're all going at the minute.
It's just natural order of things. Yeah, but he had a big bushy beard.
Yeah.
Like a Flavour Saver. So it's. Please don't look at me like that.
Do you know when you start to lose the will to live?
Is that today?
Yeah.
So.
A Flavour Saver. Is that what we're going for with a beard now?
Well, it's more of a moustache, isn't it, your Flavour Saver?
Yeah.
Freddie Mercury used to call it that. That's a bit rude.
Not even touching that one.
That's what he said. Anyway.
So after the kissy.
So
Hello.
So Ben, he's called Ben.
Man Ben
with head on upside down. It says to me, and I just thought, it's a sentence I've never heard in my life. He goes, "Carl, love the podcasts." Oh, thanks, Ben.
Hang on a minute. You've never heard anybody say they love the podcast before. What are you talking about?
That's not the bit of the sentence. That's not the bit of me.
But you just went, something I've never heard before. Carl, love the podcast.
Yeah, so anyway, love the podcast. I said, oh, good, I'm glad you like them. He says, oh, they're so funny. That other bloke, he's all right, but you're hilarious. He didn't say that. He says, it's so funny, it's this, it's that. I said, oh, how many have you listened to? He said, 1, I've got the others saved. Oh, where do you go with this? I don't know where to take this conversation.
He could possibly only handle a certain amount of humour at one time.
I think you're right. He remembered the man with the golden tickets, though.
Yeah.
We had a discussion. He's become famous.
Mm.
It is the most listened to podcast.
The man with the golden tickets.
The number 1.
Number 1.
Yeah. Do you know why no one listens to number 2 after they listen to number 1?
Well, there we go.
So this party was it was an experience, and we waved goodbye to Julie and Richard.
Just for those people that aren't sat here right now, Carl did actually wave at me just in case I didn't realise what a wave looked like. Or you mean like this? Like a Mexican wave. You didn't do that.
We all did a Mexican wave.
All right, okay.
I don't know if this is a southern thing, though. So we've gone down south to see everybody.
It is a southern thing if you've gone down south.
Yeah, to see everybody. And you've gone to a party, and Julie and Richard are emigrated. And
bye, Julie and Richard.
Bye,
we miss
Julie
you.
Richard. Yeah, but we didn't get the chance to say that. Do you know why? They went to bed. Just left us now. Didn't say, just went to bed.
I've got
Have you ever
friends
done
that do that.
At a party?
Yeah, I've been to a New Year's Eve party where one of the people that have been hosting the party have gone, I've had too much, I'm going to bed. And they've just gone.
Did they go around and say good night to everybody?
No, I just caught them on the way past. And I said,
I thought you just caught them in bed.
Oh, yeah.
Would have been a bit weird.
I was the big spoon.
I think you were the spare spoon.
What do you mean?
I don't know.
You never have a spare spoon in our house.
No.
It's
but and then also there was relatives that because I opened this certain topic of discussion, which I'm not going to talk about.
Yeah, because we're such highbrow.
People just gave me too much information. They started to share, and do you know you can overshare, can't you?
Have you got anything for blackmailing purposes?
Well, just a little bit of shock at what some people who I thought were quite prim and proper, I'd never pictured them in certain situations, just gave me information that I went, oh.
What did you do?
Oh. Oh.
He is actually making that noise with his own body. That's not a sound effect. That's coming out of him.
I'll tell you what.
Well, sometimes people want just that okay to be able to sort of say things. I mean, how many times have you sort of been with somebody and then they've said something and then you thought, oh, game on, we can say whatever we want.
Yeah, I think they all knew they could do that with me anyway. I think they used me as a conduit.
As a what?
Great word, that wasn't it? as a conduit. They
Is that like an early Christian? No, that's a Jesuit, isn't it?
Yeah, no.
Right.
Conduit, where they think that I was giving them permission to say things maybe they wouldn't normally say in that company.
Maybe alcohol helps as well.
Because they just went, it's down to Carl.
Yeah.
He's got a podcast.
Yeah.
He can say anything. Apparently. I don't know. That's the end of my story. I've got nowhere else to go.
Well, that was a journey, Carl. We went back in time, went into an arsehole.
Well, I've got to say I didn't. but that's what there was a lot of chat about.
What? Was there?
That is all about bum love.
Was it?
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you, I've never seen him look so excited. His eyes nearly popped out of his head.
That'd be cold. The eyes are watering.
I'm not surprised. Mine would after a bit of...
So on the way down to see Julie and Richard and the rest of the family with the heads on upside down and everything, guess where we stopped?
I don't know. We were just talking about Blackpool a minute ago.
No, I said we'll miss Blackpool. We'll come back to Blackpool.
Oh, right.
Before
okay.
we go to Blackpool.
Right, before we go to Blackpool, we'll go back down south.
On the way down south.
Right.
Guess where we stopped?
Birmingham.
We stopped in Birmingham. Who lives in Birmingham?
Oh, Christ.
Who we were just talking about?
Oh, Christian!
Yeah, Christian.
Oh, Jesus.
Our sound engineer. The long lost son.
Oh, yeah.
Were you genuine then, or did you?
No, it just didn't ring a bell because I knew it was
somewhere.
Yeah, I know it was down south somewhere. But when you said Birmingham, but you said where did we stop? You didn't say who did we see.
Yeah, no, we stopped off to see him,
right.
So we went to see. I've not seen his digs before.
Right.
He lives in a very small room.
Does he? Well, that's
with a shower.
That's all being a part of being a student.
They've got quite a good communal area, and it's clean. I expected it to smell, and it didn't.
Yeah.
It
did it when you'd left.
When I'd left. Oh, I left a few behind. Have you found them yet, Christian? It's they're all wondering what that smell of fish is. Do you know what I mean?
I'm not asking.
So anyway, we get there. I said to Christian, his mum was with us as well. Do you want to go for something to eat? So as a student, he wasn't going to say no, was he?
No, not really.
Christian, is there anywhere to get anything to eat round here? He said, well, there's a TGI Fridays up there, and there's this up there, and there's this up there. And I said, okay, well, we'll just go out, and it's quite a nice day. We'll have a walk. So we turned right out of his door, and there's a row of restaurants. I mean, literally, quite nice restaurants. The Chinese, the Lebanese, everything ease you can think of, right? And couldn't think of any more. An Indianese. I think he's lost it. So we go in this burger place, which is like I think it was a Lebanese one actually, and it was absolutely stunning. I said, "Did you not know this was here?" And he actually said, "No, I only turned left when I come out of my door." These rows and rows of restaurants, places to eat, things to do. And there's even a game, he likes his board games and his card games. There's even like a little games cafe around the corner. He went, "Nah, I never go in there neither." I'm like, "What do you do?" "Sit in my bedroom and do my music." I don't know. I'm sure it wasn't like that in my day.
No.
But he's doing very well.
Well, that's all right.
I'm sure this will make it into the podcast. I'm sure he won't edit this out, will you?
That was a very fatherly, "Don't you dare, Christian."
Well, it's funny. He's getting a mention, isn't he?
He's all right.
He's trying to get. He's doing very well at the moment. He keeps getting good grades.
Yeah, that's all right.
Yeah, or he tells us he is.
Like you're going to know any different.
I don't even know what it means. What's a first? What's a 2-3? I don't know what that is.
Well,
that's a spooning position. So we talk about being batty and fun.
Right.
So I performed in the close-up magic, and I had a stand, as he said.
Yeah.
And someone
Did you have
came
no
up
chair?
to me. Someone, I didn't sit down at all. I don't think I sat down all weekend.
15,000 steps a day I were doing.
I bet I was doing as many.
You were? I bet you were stood still all day.
No, but I was rocking backwards and forwards. Literally backwards and forwards. I was like losing it. So how do you take this as a comment? I think it was a compliment.
If you've got to ask, then it's probably not.
It was only when I've thought about it afterwards that I've actually thought to myself, was this a compliment or were they taking the piss? Right?
Probably taking the piss. If I know anything about Blackpool Convention, you don't take anything anybody says seriously.
So I've done my act. These people came absolutely, and I'd actually used a young lad. When I say young, he was about 15. He was sort of the foil for my humour because I'd got him and his dad up to help me.
Yeah. So basically, you just rinsed a young lad.
Yeah, but the lad didn't play along to start with, so it was like giving me permission, basically to do what I wanted. But I didn't want to make him look too bad because I've got the skills to do that. But
You've got the skills to pay the bills, Carl.
Absolutely.
Haven't you?
I mean, what I didn't want to do.
20 years in magic industry just to rinse a 15-year-old.
Didn't really want to do that. So I wanted to make him look better because he was making himself look a bit silly because he wasn't playing along.
Yes.
And he didn't realise. He thought he was being clever.
Yeah.
Actually, he was making himself look a bit silly.
Yeah.
You can see where that's going.
I totally understand.
But with using your professionalism, you go, right, I don't want you to look bad because it'll make me look bad.
Yeah, because you want everybody to have fun, don't you? You don't want one person going...
So, for example, you're doing a cup and a ball trick.
Yes.
You put the ball in the cup.
Yes.
And you say to the 15-year-old, where's the ball? And he says it's in your pocket.
Yes.
And it's not in your pocket, it's in the cup. You've not done anything.
Yeah.
So I did ask him afterwards because I was really curious. I said, why didn't you just play along? You're at like a big convention full of magicians. And he actually said to me, I wanted to see if you're any good.
And you were 15?
And he was 15.
Did you not just
choke
him out?
I wanted to smack him. But his dad was with him, and I couldn't really do that. So I had a proper conversation because he said, "Oh, we loved what you did," and they should have because I made a big fuss of both of them. Right. So
I hope you appreciate it if you're listening.
I hope you're all listening. You should have bloody enjoyed it. I don't think they bought anything either. But then they asked me the question, and I still don't know where to go with this. They said, "Are you naturally funny, or have you had to work on it?" Is that a genuine question?
Yeah, I without knowing them,
I think it was a genuine question.
Without-
They perceive me as being funny for some reason.
I get it all the time, and even when I'm not trying to be, they're like, "Oh, and I'm like, "No, I'm just trying to get by. I'm just, you know."
Because I don't build myself as a comedy magician, but there's quite a lot of people over the weekend went, funny guy. And he went, don't be to me.
Yeah, but their English is like the second language, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, that was mean. I'm really sorry.
I'm funny in every language. It's good to be back, isn't it? I've enjoyed doing this.
Yeah.
So I think that's... well, do we apologise for not being as regular as possible?
Yeah. Well, Carl's not been as regular. His diet's changed.
How regular are you?
Every morning.
The thing is, we've got to be regular together.
Yeah.
And that's the
We have been really busy, though. We've had December, and then we've had Blackpool, and we've had everything else. So
you know what you nearly said? We've had December, then we had January.
But January was busy. I mean, we've all had different things on. And so, so we've not been as regular. So we apologise. If you have been missing us, we apologise. We miss you.
People have asked me about it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So we're back on the ball now, getting things. I mean, I've got a few things that I've been working on. I mean, I've had my new cards printed and all that sort of stuff. So, I mean, I'm dealing with China. Carl's pulling a face at me like, come on, Andy, just wrap it up. So anyway, we've been Confessions from the Back Seat.
We have?
Yeah, we have.
Who are you?
My name's Carl Royal.
I'm Andy Dean.
And I'm a fabulous producer and editor and executor, the fabulous
Christian Royal.
See you on the next one.